feeling is for you. Maybe it's that the curtain's about to go up, or maybe it's that the puck's going to drop, or maybe it's that they're going to open the doors to the exam room.
First pitch.
For me, first pitch.
Thank you.
For me, I've got my spikes on, and I'm in the blocks, and I'm going to run a 400-meter race. That's where I am. Beautiful team we've got here, and we've got the best captain. The captain of the team who lifts us up, the captain of the team who speaks to the optimism of Ontario, the captain of the team who stores the future, our premier,
It is a Labor Day holiday. What are you people doing here? Working. Right answer. Good afternoon to all of you, and thank you so much for that very warm Ontario Liberal welcome. Thank you so much for your enthusiastic introduction, Kathleen. I hope that you've all had a wonderful summer with family and friends. There's something about being a northern people that makes us celebrate our summers all the more. So I hope you've had a good one. Because very soon now, in words that strike fear into the heart of a teenager and joy in the heart of a parent, it's back to school. For the rest of us, it's back to work and soon enough, back to the polls. There are many places that you could be spending these last glorious afternoons, a favorite patio, a sunny dock, or maybe a nice tree-lined street knocking on doors. But you're here, because together we believe in our cause, we believe in our record, and we believe in our plan. You, me, and our great team of Ontario Liberal candidates, men and women committed to public service, committed to doing everything in our power to win the confidence of Ontarians by winning their hearts and minds. And that's what today is all about. Je suis très heureux de dévoiler la plateforme des libéraux de l'Ontario de 2011. J'aimerais remercier le Parti libéral de l'Ontario, tous les membres du parti et les jeunes libéraux en particulier, qui ont participé au processus de consultation. Today I'm very pleased to present our 2011 Ontario Liberal Platform. I want to thank the Ontario Liberal Party, all our members, and particularly the Ontario Young Liberals, for contributing your ideas and inspiring me with your idealism. Our platform is the product of deep reflection and thoughtful planning. It's a product of the steady hand of experience and the fresh voice of our youth. And it's the way forward for Ontario. In particular, I want to thank Charles and Julie for leading us in our quest for the best ideas. Friends, there's no getting around it. These are uncertain times. Lurching from one economic crisis to another in the global economy seems to be the new normal. All you have to do is look at the US and Europe. Their economies are on the brink, and they have been for some time now. Their recovery is expected to be long and painful. In the meantime, in those struggling economies, unemployment is way up. Confidence, way down. News of our troubled global economy pours into our Ontario homes daily, if not hourly. And understandably, Ontarians are anxious. Anxious about how all that going on out there might harm us here at home. And while we can't entirely escape the ups and downs of a turbulent global economy, we can take steps in Ontario to grow stronger. My friends, these are serious times, and they call for a serious plan. A plan that acknowledges our challenges and boldly confronts them. A plan that makes the right choices for today and for tomorrow, for ourselves and for our children and grandchildren too. And the good news is, our plan builds on a strong foundation of progress. You know, back in 2008, Ontario was up against it too. For example, hundreds of thousands of people in communities like Oshawa and Brampton, Windsor, and St. Catharines saw their futures flash before their eyes. Our opposition thought that we should cut those people loose, but we never lost sight of what was truly important: our families who depend on the auto sector for their livelihood. So we stood with them and acted boldly for them. Today, we're once again the leading car builder on the continent. What's more, we're winning new investments, like the new Toyota RAV4 Electric and Magna's new Green Car Initiative. This will help us build a strong future. Our goal is to be nothing less than the #1 place in North America for clean energy manufacturing. And that work has already begun. Together we're attracting good, new, clean energy jobs. We're being bold and forward-looking, because that's how you succeed in uncertain times, by seizing opportunity and building advantage. Ontarians don't want to go backwards to the ideas that failed us yesterday. Neither do they want to sit on their hands in a global economy that never stops. They want to move forward with certainty into a better future. They want a stronger Ontario, a stronger economy to support our schools, hospitals, and this great shared quality of life. The platform that I am proud to present to you today provides that way forward. The way I see it, we have two choices in building our economy. We can build a low-skills, low-wage economy where we produce cheap goods that can be made pretty well anywhere. Or we can build a high-skills, high-wage economy where we produce goods that no one else can make. Ontario is building that second kind of economy. High skills, high wages. It's the new economy. Let me give you just one example. When a company like Toyota thinks about where to make billion-dollar investments, they know what matters to them. Sure, cost matters, and we'll continue to do our part by reducing taxes and lowering the cost of doing business in Ontario. But what matters most to companies like Toyota is this: who can do what they need done? Who can make what they need made? Who is committed to the education of the people, not just today or on the eve of an election, but every day, and for the long term? Where can they find the best educated, most innovative workers in the world? Well, for a lot of companies, there's only one answer to that question. That's Ontario. And that's because of everything we built here together, like full-day kindergarten, which gives us as you all so well know, gives us an advantage by giving our learners the best possible start. So, we're finishing the job and getting full-day kindergarten into all our schools by 2014. Unlike the recent converts in the PC party, we believe in early childhood education from the beginning. We have never, ever seen it as a frill. And we've always believed in our publicly funded education system. Travaillant en équipe, nous avons réalisé d'immenses progrès durant les 8 dernières années. Nos élèves, we all know we can't have great schools without great teachers. Yeah. Terry put that line in. So we'll help our teachers get an even better start to their careers. We're adding another more practical year to Teachers College. During their new second year, our teachers in training will be spending less time sitting in the classroom and more time standing in front of one, which is a great way to get ready for your own classroom. And to help children get active in a safe environment, we're creating after-school programs for 6 to 12-year-olds so they can participate in organized games that get them moving instead of computer games back home that keep them sitting. Parents of kids participating in this new program are going to appreciate that extra bit of time at the end of the day as they scramble to get to the kids. You know, Ontarians are on to a new reality. A post-secondary education is now an absolute necessity. That's why we created 200,000 more post-sec spaces. And it's why university enrollment in Ontario grew by a remarkable 26% since 2003. That is double the rate in the rest of the country. This year, we're seeing our biggest increase in university enrollment ever. Remember the double cohort and the challenge that represented? We're going to have a bigger increase in university enrollment this year than we did back then. So we need to keep moving forward. That's why our plan calls for 60,000 more post-secondary spaces. And we're going to do more, much more, to help all Ontario families afford a place in our universities and colleges. In tough times, it's more important than ever to set priorities and stick to them. Our priority today is the same as it's been every day for the past 8 years: building the best educated workforce in the world. That's why the single largest new investment that we're making will be in our young people, in their future, and ours. I think we all understand there comes a time in life when we stop carrying our kids and they start carrying us. Right? They start carrying our schools, our hospitals, our economic growth. So it's in everyone's interest that we invest in the younger generation. So we're creating a new post-secondary tuition grant for lower and middle income families. I'll wait for the details. It will deliver $1,600 per year to a university student and $730 per year to a college student. That's $6,400 off the cost of a four-year university degree and $2,920 less for a four-year college program. This is the smartest investment we could possibly make in our future. It's the single greatest gift the older generation can give to the younger generation and to ourselves. Now let me just take a moment to tell you a little bit about why this is so important to me personally. Education has always been meant more to me than just sound public policy. It's personal. On my dad's side, his mom was married when she was 16 years old. She married a man who was 32 years old. They both had their grade 8 education. I'm standing before you today as Premier of the greatest province, the best country in the world, not because of where I came from, but because of what I found along the way. That's opportunity. I found it in our high-quality public education system here in Ontario. The single most important gift that the older generation can bestow on the younger one is to give them something that is 100% portable, entirely theft-proof, arms them, equips them, enables them, empowers them to compete, to enjoy a high quality of life, and to give that to their family as well. And that's when you and I come together and invest in the younger generation by giving them the best possible education. That's why I'm so committed to this. That's why we together are committed to building the best educated workforce in the world is the most important thing that we can do to generate jobs and prosperity for all of us. That's because our businesses can then find the skilled, knowledgeable people that they need to grow. And those people will be needed as we create 50,000 clean energy jobs, as our tax reforms create 600,000 new jobs, and as we cut the small business tax to 4%, creating even more jobs. And then there's all the jobs that come from attracting foreign investment, or as the opposition sneers, foreign investment. They seem to think it's wrong to attract that kind of investment. You know, the last time I checked, Ford, Dow, and GE They're all foreign. And for people who work in those businesses, there's nothing foreign about the paychecks collected by Ontarians who work for those companies. We work really hard to make Ontario what it is today. We're North America's leader when it comes to turning foreign direct investment into jobs. Nobody is better at receiving that investment from abroad, bringing it here to Ontario, and converting it into jobs. We're the best in North America. So unlike the PCs, we're going to redouble our efforts to increase that Ontario advantage. And unlike the NDP, we'll continue to cut taxes for job creators and invest in Ontario's infrastructure. We're also the only party willing to face our demographic challenge. Depuis plusieurs années, on parle du vieillissement de notre population comme d'un phénomène que l'on devrait craindre. Les libéraux voient les choses différemment. Nous savons que la prochaine génération de personnes âgées sera la génération la plus active de tous les temps. You know, people have been talking about Ontario's aging population for years as if it's something to be feared. Liberals see it a different way. We think the coming generation of seniors can be the most active and energetic in our history. With the right supports, our parents and grandparents will continue to make a positive difference for our families, communities, and our economy for a long time to come. None of us has a choice about getting old. But if we could, most of us would choose to be in our own homes or the home of a loved one for as long as possible. That's why you and I are going to create a healthcare system for seniors centered on the home. We call it home health care. Not only will this be better for seniors, it will make the healthcare system stronger for all of us. Because caring for people at home is more than just a compassionate alternative, it's a cost-effective way of delivering care. And one of the ways that we're going to move forward is by bringing back a good idea whose time has come, again, house calls. Hey, hey. Under our plan, seniors and others who aren't able to get around will get care at home from a doctor, nurse, or other health professional. We'll also lead an unprecedented expansion of home care, up to 3 million additional hours of care for Ontario families. All of this is a major improvement in how we deliver care so seniors can live independently. You know, helping someone with mobility issues get in and out of their home means they can keep up with the activities that keep them engaged. It also means friends who might also be seniors with a mobility issue can come and visit, which is important to their well-being. So we're going to create a new healthy home renovation tax credit. It's worth up to $1,500 every year to help with these kinds of improvements, which could include a ramp to replace the front steps, a lift to go up and down between floors, or even something as simple as a walk-in shower. Now, for seniors who have to go into hospital, and it does happen from time to time, we're going to be there for you too. We'll provide a healthcare coordinator after your discharge to help guide you through the healthcare system. You know, to help you understand your options and ask the right questions as you go from one doctor to another, from one treatment to the next. We recognize that families go the extra mile when a loved one needs help. Caring for an aging parent can be pretty demanding. That's why our plan includes 8 weeks of job-protected leave to care for family members who are seriously ill. plan to make Ontario North America's healthiest place, such as doubling our children's activity tax credit to help parents with the cost of activities like hockey, soccer, or music lessons. We'll also continue our focus on wait times. We've got Canada's shortest, and we plan to do even better. We'll take the next steps in our world-leading cancer strategy, like providing all Ontarians with a cancer risk profile. I look forward to talking more about that. Then there's our new plan to tackle childhood obesity, including a brand new healthy snacks program in every one of our schools. And we're aiming to have the goal of having the lowest smoking rate in Canada. I see some people fidgeting when I put it that way. It's okay, we're there for you. Of course, we can't have healthy people without a healthy environment. And a healthy environment is more than just good for our health. It's great for our economy. In North America, Ontario is leading the way with our Green Energy Act. It's creating jobs now, 20,000 already, and 50,000 across the province by the end of 2012. And it will strengthen our economy down the road because the price of fossil fuels will keep going up, while the price of renewable technologies and the energy they create will keep coming down. So we'll continue moving forward on clean energy. The PCs, the NDP, they've made it perfectly clear. They would kill those clean energy jobs. Seems to me Ontarians have a very clear choice in this campaign. Go forward, build more clean energy to create jobs and give our kids something better, or sit on our hands and keep relying on oil and gas and coal, all of which we import, all of which create a lot of jobs elsewhere, all of which have prices that keep going up, and all of which are hard on the environment and hard on our health. Either we are prisoners of our past or makers of our future. We believe that Ontarians want to seize this moment to make a better, cleaner, more prosperous future.